boop. Emma's picture. Okay. It's a picture I drew 2 years ago. I guess I'll just press everything, because God forbid I need to fucking press things before I can... I never even fucking got to go back to that contradiction! That clear contradiction, come on! Did you draw this picture right after the incident?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky. 2 or 3 days later, the memory should still have been fresh in her mind. I don't know about that. You give me like fucking 5 hours and I'll forget who I am. Excuse me, witness. But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black? Because Detective Goodman only gave me a black pen.
The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows.
So at the time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who came to your rescue?
No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lighting was so bright. And I was knocked to the floor.
You were knocked to the floor?
Joe Dark had a tight grip. What? Dark had a tight... What? What?
I keep wanting to say Drake again!
Dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flashed? God damn it.
After that, I must have fainted.
Wait a minute. Ah, fuck! I thought maybe... There was a time where I resetted the settings I had by accident, and I thought maybe I reset it to make it so the text went slow, but I forget that that's not an option. That was never an option. After that, I must have fainted. You mean, you didn't see the actual murder take place?
No, I'm sorry.
The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this little girl any further?
Ah, what? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Anyway, this picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Now, oh what? Whoops, that's strange. She claims that this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind. And yet, there's clearly a contradiction here. I remember this being stupid. Hold up, I have to go. I remember this being fucking dumb. Is it this? Oh, it's not. Oh shit, oh shit, oh bitch. No, 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 no. Okay, so that wasn't what it was. What is the... Do I need to press it? Did I press it? I didn't press it. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course! This is the exact scene!
It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives? Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
No, 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 of course not!
I better watch out, or he might find some way to cut my salary!
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright? Is there something that's bothering you about this picture? Fuck! God damn it!
Huh? Oh well.
That's strange. She claims that... Wait! Huh? How do I get to it? How do I do... I thought... Meh? Is it this? Oh, it's the autopsy report. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. I still don't like this.
What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out this contradiction for us. What part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report? You see this fucking glow stick that he's holding in his hand? That's supposed not- Oh my god, wait a minute. His hand is a chonker. His hand is as big as his head! What was I saying? So, I think it's supposed to be this. Because it's not a fucking knife shape, it's a blunt shape. But she's fucking saw the shadow from the lightning blaring through. When that happens, there's like bleeding, like the shadow bleeds so that it like, you don't see a full actual silhouette. It's not like if it was a light shine on it for like, I don't, never mind, forget it, fuck it, that's stupid. The contradiction of course lies here, because she said that was exactly what she saw, like the entire thing, then why were those people bald? Neil and Joe aren't bald, so it's like, take a look at the knife that the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. That's fucking stupid. Even I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off in the victim's body.
It was a conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet have been broken. Ah! What's the meaning of this? Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right! But what does this mean? Stop objecting me. The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is that the witness's memory is mistaken. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. Not so fast, Mr. Edward. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already? About a little something called falsified evidence? You're treading on thin ice, right? He's really warning us. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why is every little fucking slight interaction that's not professional? It's like fucking, it's like, yeah, that's what I want. All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. Yeah, someone made a knife tip by welding it like a sheet of metal. Just went zoom, 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 and then took the tip and then stuck it into the body. You can't deny the possibility. No. No! Order! 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 Are you saying that the investigation really was corrupt? Your Honor, please allow me once again to go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Drigg. Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark, along with David Gant. Fuck you, Dark. Fuck you, your stupid last name. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in this story, there's a lie.
I'm not lying. That man really was holding up a broken knife.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife. What are the chances of there being two broken knives? Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's? Could there have been one? I guess. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error.
Mr. Wright!
Wait a minute, I think I know the knife they're referring to, but wait a minute, what the fuck? In that instance, Emma really did see a broken knife. I assume then that you have some information about this other broken knife? If so, please feel free to enlighten us. The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. What do I show for this? Do I show the picture? The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture. This is a picture of the award ceremony. What is it, Mr. Edward? It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the award prosecutor Marshall is holding. This is stupid. What? That's a broken knife. What, you're telling me that fucking... First of all, if we're insinuating that it's actually that, what, did Neil fucking grab his trophy to run after the fucking serial killer? And even if he did, Joe Dark decided to take that stupid unwieldy fucking trophy to stab someone with it? Why would Neil be fucking carrying the trophy while chasing after a fucking murderer? It doesn't make any sense! It's like, I had to go chase after... Oh wait, I can't leave my trophy behind, I gotta go! Unless he fucking left it there because he took a picture, I guess. Stupid. It's dumb. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife the witness saw was in all likelihood from this award. Why would you think to grab it from a trophy? Like, what did he do? Did he really just grab the entire trophy and go, Like, it doesn't make any sense. Order! 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 Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given his broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. Oh, wait a minute! What did they just say? Is there a log? I wasn't reading that. Did he say that? But that can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edward? Because if the King of Prosecutor Award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? Think, you idiot. I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh, I forgot that. Oh. Whoa! Okay, that makes a bit more sense of why Dark wouldn't, like, it didn't make sense for Dark to take that trophy and use it as a murder weapon, because he did it, apparently. But the prosecutor was the one who actually died. That's true. What's going on here? It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions.
Wait! I remember now. I remember everything.
Witness!
Mr. Edgeworth!
What is it?
Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with that picture scribbled on the back?
I knew it.
Oh, the evidence list was teared from the side of it. I thought it was like stapled together. Okay.
I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it.
What? You drew that?
That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All this time, I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me.
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony. Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Guy?
Yes, Your Honor.
First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting.
When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed towards both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
This is certainly most unusual. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean that he didn't even exist 2 years ago. It just means someone created it before the chief of detectives did. Yes, well, to cross-examination or something.
Stop! Please, don't pursue this any further.
Lana! What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair.
But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back. Silence! The defense will now begin its cross-examination. Bailiff, please detain the defendant.
It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Bum, 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 bum. Nope, boop, boop, boop. Sorry, let me get a little stretch in. Ow! If I go further, Oh, you can't see it. Well, I tried to make an E. L-E-W. And then a D. D, you can't see the D. But that spells lewd. When I saw that man raise his knife.
Oh, wait, I don't need to read this. I'm just gonna press everything as always. Just press. When you say that man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark?
Yes. At least, I think it was him.
You think?
All I could really see were shadows.
The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor office report. So then you...
I panicked and rushed towards the both of them.
Why would you do something so dangerous?
What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall.
She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife. But as we just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that Dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person. I think I knocked away the man with the knife.
What do you mean you think?
It all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur.
Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural.
I saw the man about to stab the other person, who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then, what happened next?
Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the Blue Badger.
My neck hurts. Are you sure about this?
Of course. See? I even drew a picture of him here.
But it was the chief of detectives who thought up this hideous beast. Hey, he's not hideous. And that was just this year. The Blue Badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable.
I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before somewhere. And now I finally remember.
Oh, brother. Just when you thought that things had caused enough commotion. Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow.
His shadow? So you mean you didn't actually see his face with his winning smile and all? The winning C smile? Or maybe not a C, it's more like a parentheses.
That's right.
Or a bracket even.
But I still remember. He had 3 creepy horns.
And this is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think that she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means, please tell us what the shadow really was. What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this Blue Badger, really? I know! That Blue Badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture. And yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Mr. Wright!
In this room? Very well, Mr. Wright. What is it that the witness saw in that instant? Please show us this mysterious blue badger look-alike. Beep, 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 beep. Beep. The mysterious blue badger was in fact this. But that's... what exactly is that? I believe it's some sort of jar.
But Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger.
Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if we were to change our viewpoint? Our viewpoint? I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. Funny, I don't remember it showing the blue badger picture. I thought maybe it would show the shadow. So I have to look at this at an angle that it would look like maybe? Or something. Hold up. I'm trying to, I'm trying to strain this. Hold up, I'm trying to angle this correctly. How do I? Oh, okay, this is the button. All right, I think it's like something like this. If you squint, something like that. Can I present that? This isn't what? It totally looked like the badger. Fuck you! Allow me to remind the defense its case hinges on the witness's drawings. If Mr. Wright can match the shape that the witness drew, we cannot accept the claim. It looked like him. I gotta find just the right angle. That was totally the right angle. Oh, fuck you! That was totally fine! Fuck you! What? It's definitely not that. It's not that. We're turning you around. Turn around. Turn around! How is that not right? Ah, fuck. I remember this being a fucking bitch last time, too. I mean, the first time I played this. That totally looks like the fucking blue badger! What do you mean? At what position do I have to- It clearly looks like the fucking badger! Fuck you! Is this not what I had? This totally looks like the badger, does it not? I'm squinting and it looks just like it! How can you tell me that that's not it? Oh my god, it took it. Okay, fine. I think I did pretty okay the first time. Well, is this a miracle or what? Oh, fuck you. No one can possibly deny this jar resemblance to the blue badger. I don't remember this at all in the original game. No. It can't be! Order! Order! The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this. Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question remains. What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edward. You see, this changes everything. Indeed. Very well then. Please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw the jar? Wait. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, while knowing this, where could she have seen this jar? Where? The location of the jar is shown in the picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on the shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Nalana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office. Are you implying that the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason. Do you know what that reason was, Mr. White? I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying? It would have had to been the impact the man made when he was knocked into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more.